Hello friends, in this tutorial I am going to demonstrate how to dockerize a mean stack application. So we will have a basic mean stack application with us, and a Docker desktop is running on our desktop. So you can see there is no any containers right now running. Okay, so you can see in the picture that there is a Docker, which you can assume the Docker desktop, okay, in which we are going to create containers for client. Server means Express, client means Angular application and MongoDB application here, and then a reverse proxy nginx we will use, okay, and then after we will create connections between them, okay. So for this we have to create two files, Docker file and Docker compose file. So we will have to create Docker file for each container and Docker compose for all the connections. Okay, so according to the image, you can see that the client is exposing the port 80 and the user is able to connect with the container with port 4300. So user can't connect with port 80. Okay, similarly a server can be accessible by user by port 5000, whereas it is internally also exposing the 5000 port. MongoDB both have same, and Nginx will by default expose port 80. So you can see the server and MongoDB are connected between them. So database have dependency to the server, and the server and client has been connected to the reverse proxy server Nginx. So the user will not able to understand whether it is port 4300 or port 500. He will only access through normal port 80. Okay, he can also access separately, but due to the reverse proxy user is not unable to get the exact port numbers from where the request is coming if he don't know the port number. In this example we know that the we are exposing on those ports, so he can access, but if a normal user will only access the reverse proxy, so port 80, and he will access both the server and the client from that port 80. Okay, so let's come to the application. So here is a sample application mean Docker I have created with a client. In client we have a simple Angular application which I have generated with ng-new client. Okay, and inside this we have only changed what in app component we have only added the ng on init, in which we have added the fetch API. Okay, to get the any data we have already console log the response. Okay, and we didn't have made any changes. Only the thing we have added here is docker ignore file, which will ignore node modules to be copied, and as docker file. In this docker file you can see we have just added the node with Alvine version, okay, and a builder named as a builder to reference here, to refer here, okay, while copying, and created a working directory named app and copied the all the code of client to the working directory root path. So source is also root of this and destination is root of working directory. So you can write like this. Then npm install will install the dependencies packages and create node modules, and then after npm run build with build command head. You can see the build command here in the package section. build ng build. Okay, so it will execute that. Okay, so then after we need a nginx engine to run this static build, because Angular creates the static application after the build. So we'll need a server to up on any port. For that we are using the nginx inside this container. So you can see in the image we have already a nginx inside the client, so that it can help it to run on port 80. So the nginx that will be only work inside the this container only, and this nginx is for all these three. Okay, so then after we have created the working directory. So the default working directory of nginx is this one, and we will write this command to remove all the unnecessary file or folder if existed in this folder. Okay, then we will copy from builder. From builder will refer this builder, means the build of this will be copied from this location. So when we build, it will create a disk, and inside that it will create all the files inside the client. So we will copy from this location to the root of the working directory of nginx. Okay, then you can run this one. You can run this command for the use of accessing permissions inside this. Okay, to get the permission to access all the files, we will write run chowm nginx and the path of the working directory. Okay, then entry point we have to write nginx -g and daemon off. That's all. So only these lines of code are required. In first step, what we have done, we have created the build of the Angulars, and in second, we with the help of nginx we try to run this application on port 80 of the default nginx port. So the this will create only one single container, so it will create this container. Okay, so next step you can see that we have a server. Okay, and this server has only a single file, server.js. It's an express application. Okay, so there is nothing more, only a database connection. So we have written a database connection here and enable the course, and there is only two route here to get by root and by hello. Hello will return hello world, and root will return welcome to turtleconnect.com, and listen on port 5000. The very basic simple of express. Okay, here in the connection we have defined MongoDB, DrittleDB, and default port and database name. What is DrittleDB? We will tell you later. Okay, so this in this Docker file you can see we have installed the node working directory. We have defined anything, and the copy from root to root, from this root to this root, and it will expose on port 5000, and command npm start will run the application. So start is mentioned here, node server. Okay, and docker ignore file has already node modules written here. So basic simple application is there for server. So it will, this server docker file will create this container, so it will expose on 5000. Okay, now the third one is Mongo and nginx. For that one we have written here. For that too we have written here. For nginx is there, and database which I have named DrittleDB here. So DrittleDB and nginx two containers will be created separately, and the already existing client and server side This is Express API. Let's suppose I have named, and it will take the build from the server folder. So the path is server. So it will refer the build of this. So Docker file will create a build for this, and it will refer from this path. Okay, and the port will be used. It is the browser port from which user access, and it is the container port which it will expose. Okay, you can write separate also expose 5000, and it links data DrittleDB. So DrittleDB is database. So we have mentioned here that we are using DrittleDB inside the Express API. So it has dependency. So this name we have mentioned in the MongoDB connections. This database with port 27017 default port and test. So the Docker file, all the Docker file will create a single container. Okay, and this Docker compose file will be responsible for the connections. Okay, so you can see that the Express API and DrittleDB has a link between them with name DrittleDB. Okay, so similarly you can see in the image there is a connections link between them, and you can see that nginx had two links, Express API and Express Web. So it is Express Web. So it's the default port of nginx for Angular application, and we will listen from 4300. So you can see that 4300 user can access, and these two has links between the nginx. So the connections we mentioned from here. So the Docker Compose is responsible for the connectivity between the containers, how it will be connect and from which port. Okay, so you can see the Docker Compose version 3.8 we are using, and there are services, 4 services we are mentioned here. So that means 4 container we are using here. Okay, DrittleDB is the database, so image of Mongo will be used here to create the container with default port 27017. Express API will use the image of this one whenever it will create. Okay, and port mentioned here, and it will link with DrittleDB. Okay, so add dependency with them. Similarly, Express Web will take the build from this one, and the default nginx port inside this one which I have mentioned will expose to 80, and we will access it from 4300. Okay, and nginx build will be taken from here. So in nginx folder, we have created a Docker file and a nginx configuration file. Okay, so we will explain it later. First explain this one. So you can see the nginx file, Docker file. When it will create a container for this nginx, it will install nginx, and it will copy nginx conf file, this one, to the this path of nginx, and similarly will copy also to the default conf. Okay, and it will expose on port 80 and entry point nginx -g and daemon of. Okay, it will the command. Okay, so only simple thing we have written, and inside the nginx configuration you can see this is the events which worker connection 1024 we have mentioned here. There is no use of this one for right now, you can mention it later also. And in the HTTP we have written two upstream, front end and back end. This is for client side and this is for server side, and you can see that the name we have used in the services of here we have named Express API and Express Web. Okay, so accordingly we have mentioned it here, Express Web and port 80, and same backend server Express API 5000. Okay, we have created a separate backend and front end server name. Okay, so you can see that this port and this port we are using 80 and 5000. So 80 and 5000 Nginx is using from this port. Okay, a user can access from this one, and Nginx will access from this one. So inside the configuration file we have to write server, and it will listen on port 0, server name frontend, which I have mentioned, so it will be called, and server name backend, it will be called. Okay, so the first location we have defined is default, and proxy we have created. So basically mean is used, Nginx is used here in this container as a reverse proxy, because this port 80 and 50 is not exposed to the user. Okay, so it will act as a proxy here. So we have created two locations. First one is default, which will return front end. So front end means this one will be returned if I will call this, and if I call /API, then it will return backend, means Express API 5000. Okay, so a normal user will not get this to be directly called. It will call only this, and the proxy Nginx proxy will connect from this and connect from this. Okay, so proxy set header host HTTP host, and here also HTTP host. Here only one thing we have written, like to rewrite API slash, because we are using API, and all anything after that will be redirect to this one. Okay, so rewrite API question mark asterisk for all the path ahead of this backslash. Okay, so a very simple thing is written here. Okay, so you can see here, so we can have to start it. Okay, so we will write the command docker docker and compose and up. So the first step is to build, so you can build it first and then it will up. Okay, so we have written first up will be there, so you can build it separately like this, and then you can call up also. Okay, we can write like this up build. So it is building Express API first. If you will not mention hyphen build, then it will search for the image of already builded image. If it will not found, it will throw error. So you have to write docker compose up hyphen build for first time. See, you can see here that you can see here in these steps that mean docker express one done, mean docker triple db database is done. So all the containers has been created here, and then it is attaching from. So the docker compose work starts here to attach all the connections between them, dependencies between them. So these are all the data it are returning. So you can see here that node server has started for the Express API, and it successfully running on 5000 port, because we have console logged at the here. You can see we have written here running, and then after it is showing database connected. So it's here db connected, means this database connection is connected successfully. and everything is done. Okay, it's time to check on the browser. So according to this, we will use only the port 80, which is default. So we will write only the local host, or 80, it will redirect to the only local host. So you can see this is the default application of Angular which we have created, and it's running successfully. So you can see that we have called the API here to console the response. So you can see in the app component line number 12, in line number 12 we have consoled the response of this API. So means API is working correctly. We are able to get the data hello world. Okay, means it is listening to the API, and it's time to check whether API is listening to the database or not. So localhost and slash API. So you can say the default welcome to drittleconnect.com is running. Okay, and we have another in server.js. We have also mentioned another one help. By default, it is returning welcome to this one, and when is hello world, it should return hello world. So if we'll write hello, yes, it is working. So the API is the second location we had mentioned in the nginx config file. So you can see that we have mentioned slash API. So normal will return the front end client side, and the server side will return using the slash API. Okay. So you can see that we are able to access the database, API as well as client side. So Angular application with nginx inside and a Express API is working successfully with the help of database as well, and nginx reverse proxy. So now it's time to test these two ports. Okay, so we will try to access these three. Okay, so port 4300 will return, so it will return client. Okay, so it is directly accessed from the container without the reverse proxy. We are not using reverse proxy this time because we are directly hitting the container, and container is exposing its 80 port data to 4300. So we have mapped here. Here you can see we have mapped Express Web from 80 to 4300. So container, it is container and it is browser. Similarly, we have 5000 both sides, so 5000 will return API. You can see it is working. Okay, so you can see that we can access all two from directly from the container without the help of reverse proxy, and with the help of reverse proxy we are using with the port 80 and slash API for this one. So in summary, there is a client with Angular and a nginx reverse proxy, and a server with simple Express API with MongoDB connectivity here. Okay, with two routes for API, and we have enabled codes to access from them, and a docker compose file do the connections between them. Okay, so we have mentioned the dependencies with links and links. There are three links. So in by image you can see there are one link, two link and three links. So docker compose will be responsible for this, also with responsible for the ports mapping 80 to 4300, 500 to 5000, and 270172 to 27017 of default MongoDB, and it will also default for mapping for port 80 and you can see here everything is very short and simple. Okay, so we had defined the three services. You can write anything according to your name, like server side, client side, database, whatever you want to name. Okay, you can also give here container name also by entering here. You can add container name also. Okay, and there are all separate Docker file for creating each container. So it will create a container, it will create a container, it will create a container, and one container database is mentioned here, and nginx is mentioned here. Okay, all these three are referring to here, and this will directly create image from the Docker hub. It will create the hub image, it will get the image from the Docker hub. Okay, so a very basic example is here for the mean stack application. We are using Angular 10 here. Okay, and all these are the latest one. Okay, so that's all for these mean stack. We will come with the next with merge stack also, to show how merge stack React application can be hosted, as well as we will come with also the Angular application with SSR, so server side rendering. Okay, so for server side rendering we will not require these nginx because it will already have a server with them to listen on any port. Okay, so we will not require nginx on that time. Okay, okay, thanks for listening and subscribe our channel Drital Connect. Also you can join on dritalconnect.com. It's a networking community for software developers. Okay.